Hi everyone. Okay, we're almost at the end of 2024, and in this video I'm just going to bombard you with a whole load of statistics about my movie watching in 2024. So here we go. Okay, I've probably still got a couple of movies left to watch, but as it stands at the moment, I've seen 479 movies this year. That includes short films and documentary short features. The first film I saw in 2024 was this one, The Wonderful World of the Brothers Grimm. An absolutely stunning restoration on this. This is a film that was filmed in Cinerama, the ultra-widescreen format. One of the other key films that was done in that format was How the West Was Won. But yeah, the quality of the restoration on this is absolutely breathtaking. Highly recommended. Now on to my 50 movie milestones. So the 50th movie I saw this year was a short film called Sewing Machine, directed by John Krish, a road safety movie. My 100th movie was an Australian horror movie from 1979 called Thirst, starring Chantal Conturi, who also starred in the Australian film Snapshot. My 150th movie, get ready for this, it was Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour concert, which I absolutely loved. My 200th film from this year was Clint Eastwood's True Crime from 1999. My 250th film was Age of Consent, directed by Michael Powell and starring a very youthful Helen Mirren and James Mason. My 300th film was Ilya Muromets' The Sword and the Dragon from 1956, directed by Alexander Ptushko. My 350th movie was from 1976, and it was the Chris Christopherson and Barbra Streisand version of A Star Is Born. My 400th film of this year was Rita, Sue and Bob 2, directed by Alan Clark and based on the writings of Andrea Dunbar. And my 450th movie is one from 2024, and it's one that featured in my best of the year, and that movie is Good One. If you want to see my ranking of all 48 films that I watched from 2024, then please check out that video. The only film that I watched twice this year was Alien Romulus. The actor that I watched the most this year was Chris Christopherson, who we sadly lost earlier this year. I watched 7 of his movies. Some of those were rewatches, including the great Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid. Really loved watching Cisco Pike, one of his earliest roles. Great movie. When it comes to actresses, there are 2 actresses who I saw 6 of their films this year. One of those actresses is Margot Kidder. I rewatched all of her films with Christopher Reeve in the Superman series, as well as watching her in Quacks of Fortune, Has a Cousin in the Bronx, co-starring Gene Wilder. And then also on Christmas Day, I watched Black Christmas. This particular DVD edition comes with a set of Christmas cards inside. Not quite sure how many people would feel receiving a Christmas card that you open it up to receive this. And then the other actress I saw was Bette Davis. So 6 films of hers this year, which included The Catered Affair, The Anniversary, 3 on a Match, The Letter, Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, and The Little Foxes. My most watched movie director this year was William A. Wellman. I did do a video earlier in the year on the films of William A. Wellman, a really broad range of films that he directed, including Wings, the silent Oscar-winning movie, as well as war movies such as Battleground and the story of G.I. Joe, and dramas including Nothing Sacred, as well as the classic A Star Is Born from 1937. And a couple with John Wayne, including The High and the Mighty and Island in the Sky. And then my next most watched director of this year was actually a director of many short films, and that was John Krish. I watched 8 of his documentary shorts, and the one that particularly moved me was one called The Elephant Will Never Forget, a really excellent documentary about the last use of trams in London before they were decommissioned. Okay, movies from 2024. Now, I did a video just the other day where I ranked 48 movies that had a release year of 2024. So please do check out that video if you haven't seen it already. But we're not quite at the end of the year yet, and I have actually squeezed in 3 more 2024 releases. I won't give any spoilers on these, but I will just mention for now that the ones I have seen, in addition to the 48 I talked about just the other day, are Andrea Arnold's Bird, Robert Eggers' Nosferatu, and from director James Mangold, A Complete Unknown. 4 directors who got 5-star ratings from me this year. Those were Christopher Nolan for Oppenheimer, Celine Song for Past Lives, Mikhail Kalatozov for I Am Cuba, and Herbert Ponting for The Great White Silence. Worst films I watched this year? Well, I never really want to trash talk movies, and I tend to stay away from films which I'm pretty sure are going to be terrible. But yeah, let's just say the most disappointing to watch films this year included Chuck Norris in 2005's The Cutter, and probably the most disappointing physical release that I bought from Indicator, and that's Fragment of Fear. Okay, those were some statistics, and now just a special announcement, if you like. I'm not sure if this will be special to you, but it means quite a bit to me. Now, if you are familiar with my channel, then you may know that back in September I got to go back to the UK, and I did, whilst there, get to go to see the National Archives at the British Film Institute. Really fascinating time that was. When I got back to Canada, I made a little video about that experience. Maybe you've seen it on my channel. If you haven't, please do go and check it out. But the thing is, that particular video is now actually going to get preserved. So what I mean by that is that the British Film Institute is committed to film preservation. And as part of that, they have a Screen Heritage programme, which means that part of that programme is looking at all kinds of digital media formats that is put out by creators, whether it's on YouTube or TikTok or any other kind of digital format. And the BFI want to be involved in understanding the digital era and preserving elements of it. And I'm very pleased and honoured to say that they have selected my video about the BFI Open Day that I did for part of their preservation programme. So over the last couple of months, I've had a bit of back and forth with them where I've been sending them the digital file, and they've been sending me various documents to sign and what have you. And yeah, it now appears that my little video will be preserved. So here we are with YouTube. That video that I made a couple of months ago, as far as you're concerned, that's probably been and gone. Maybe for many people, they won't find it now because of the algorithm and what have you. We never know with YouTube just how long a film is going to stay on the channel. So I hope it will last for a while. I hope that people will keep finding my videos, but I don't know that. But the BFI certainly have that commitment to preserving digital film and all other kinds of film. So for me, this is just a fantastic thing that they have done here. So yeah, as I understand it, I think this will now mean that, for instance, if you went to the BFI South Bank and went into the Rubin Library or maybe their Mediatek, you would be able to search and possibly find my video that way. So yeah, just a fantastic thing that they have chosen to do there, and I'm really pleased that they did that. I've really enjoyed my interactions with the BFI, and as I say, I thoroughly enjoyed going to that open day. If any of you in the UK get the chance to go to an open day when they have the Heritage Open Days, then I highly recommend it. Okay, so that is pretty much it for my 2024. Let me know any comments or thoughts that you have. I really appreciate everyone who's watched my channel this year. Particularly appreciate comments that people leave. That does mean a lot to get that kind of interaction and just gauge what kind of things that you're interested in. I certainly hope going forward that people will just keep exploring cinema more. Don't just stick to the new release films that are coming out on physical media. Keep exploring, keep watching a film and then seeing what other films can inspire interest from that. So yeah, just keep exploring as much as you possibly can. I certainly still need to explore so much more. I keep thinking I've seen a lot of films over the years, but then I'm always presented with the knowledge that there's still so much more that I haven't seen. So yeah, looking forward to watching just more movies in 2025. But yeah, hope you'll have a good one. Hope to see you again. All the best to you. Bye-bye.